Soothing story time, spooky tales. The Ghost Banana Who Hated Pigeons. The creatures of nature had gathered by the Tree of Colours to tell spooky stories. It was Beam's turn to tell a story. Once upon a time, there was a banana. This banana was going to visit its friend the barnacle when a flock of pigeons swept down out of the air and decided to eat the banana for their lunch. Well, they were hungry, and no one had left any breadcrumbs or chips or yummy vegetables lying around on the ground or in a bin. So they all ate the banana, and the banana became a ghost who did not like pigeons at all. The pigeons flew away, and the ghost banana floated just above the ground, wondering what to do next. It waited, hoping to find another ghost banana, but it was the only one. Then it looked around for any other ghosts. It couldn't see any. So the ghost banana decided it might as well get its own back. So up into the air it floated like an inflatable dog and set out to find the pigeons who had so rudely eaten it and turned it into a ghost. The trouble was, the ghost banana couldn't tell the difference between one pigeon and another. But that didn't stop the ghost banana. Oh no, it would not let ignorance get in the way of revenge. First, the ghost banana found a sparrow up a tree, hopping about nervously, looking to find lunch, but not to become lunch. The ghost banana couldn't tell a sparrow from a pigeon, so floated up and tried to bounce on its head, but went straight through the bird and the branch under it. The sparrow flew away. The ghost banana was annoyed with itself. It hovered in the air for a while until it saw a frog hopping through the grass on its way back to the pond. It didn't look much like a pigeon, but that didn't stop the ghost banana. It floated over as fast as it could and tried to bounce up and down on the frog's head. The ghost banana went through the frog and into the darkness of the ground, panicked, and jumped back out again. The frog was confused and hopped away. The ghost banana floated for a while thinking. A bee flew through it, so the ghost banana decided it must somehow make itself more solid or it could not get its revenge. So for several days it practiced. To begin with, it chased the insects around and at last managed to make the fur wobble on a bumblebee. So it had a little happy dance for a while to celebrate. Then it chased around the evening insects till it could just nudge them slightly. The ghost banana did an impression of a sick vulture to celebrate. Next, the ghost banana heard the frogs croaking at night with its little banana ears. So it decided to haunt a frog at the pond for the rest of the evening. It floated behind a frog, going woo, but nothing happened at first. For several hours the ghost banana went from one frog to another, going woo. What the ghost banana did not know was that the frogs could hear it, but they thought it was ridiculous to be scared by a bit of dead fruit, so they ignored the ghost banana. Then a tiny mouse ran through the grass. The ghost banana floated up to the mouse. Ooh! The mouse squealed in terror and scuttled away. The ghost banana did a lap of victory round the pond. The sun was starting to rise, and the birds were starting their song. So the ghost banana found a sparrow, assuming it was a pigeon, and tried to bounce on its head. That still didn't work, but what did work was the ghost banana floating next to a sparrow and screaming in its ear. They didn't like that at all. Flew right off, they did. So for the rest of the day, the ghost banana practiced moving things. It went back to the insects. Eventually it managed to push flies out of the way when they were resting on stalks of grass, and later moved the stalks of grass themselves. The ghost banana worked hard for the next few days, shoving ants over, bouncing up and down on small flowers to make the petals fall off, screaming in the ear of any passing foxes, floating up into the nose of a badger and going woo until it ran far away. Then it went back to the insects. It rode a bumblebee, battled dragonflies. Then it turned its attention to other creatures again. It upset a great many spiders. Then it jumped up and down on a plum till it fell off the tree and onto a cat, who ran away. Various animals were now avoiding the clearing where the ghost banana trained in order to wreak its ghostly revenge. It still couldn't tell a sparrow from a pigeon, and could now make an impression when it bounced on the sparrow's head. The ghost banana was feeling triumphant. Its revenge was taking place. Then it saw its true nemesis. A big pigeon landed on a branch, and the ghost banana remembered. These were the kinds of flappy things that had eaten it. The ghost banana cackled, but that made the pigeon fly away. The ghost banana floated after it, but was not as fast as a pigeon, and was soon left behind. The ghost banana began to brood. It decided to track the pigeon as best it could, and keep floating in the direction it thought the pigeon had gone. Buildings came into view. In the distance there were shapes flapping about above the buildings. The ghost banana flew as fast as it could to where the birds were flying up. Then it saw it, a huge square with a fountain, and in the square were lots of people feeding pigeons. The ghost banana decided that here was where it would fulfill its revenge. It flew down and began to bounce on the heads of the pigeons as they walked along. The pigeons carried on walking, and the ghost banana carried on bouncing. To this day, if you look at a pigeon, you will see by the way it walks that a ghost banana is jumping up and down on its head, taking its revenge. The end.